So here we have the Python program that we use to type a code here and run it here. So up here, well, initially we just typed 8 plus 3, which printed over here as nothing. So it ran the code, but it didn't print an answer. So we have to define it as I. So once we define I is equal to 8 plus 3 and then print I, then it printed it as 11. So for the next code, we did I is equal to 8 plus 3 and then print I, followed by I is equal to I plus 2, print I. So basically it just adds 2 to the initial I, which we see here. It prints 11 and 13. Then for the code after that, disregard this. This wasn't a part of it. So we have if, and the initial number was 15. So if I is less than or equal to 15, print I is less than or equal to 15, which both of these values were. So it printed, and then we added a print end of code. So it added I is less than or equal to 15 and end of code. Then we changed the value to 8. So if I is equal to or less than 8, then print I is less than or equal to 8. But since I is not equal to or less than 8, then we know the statement is false, so it's not going to print this statement. So here, it just prints 11, 13, and end of code. It doesn't print the I is less than or equal to 8 because it's not. So it won't print a false statement. So for this next code, we have here, I just indented this print end of code. Me indenting it, like I said, this while isn't here. So me indenting it, it places it within this if loop or the if command. So when it's under the if command, we're now placing it under a false statement, which means that neither one of these statements will print. So when I run the code, it just prints the two numbers because it's not gonna print two false statements. So we just have 11 and 13. So finally, we take away the indent to take it out of the if command, and then we add the while statement. So while I is less than or equal to 16, then print inside the while loop and add 1 to the I value. So I is equal to I plus 1. So every time it prints inside the while loop, it adds an extra value to I until it reaches 16. And then it prints end of code. So when we run that, then we have it here, 11, 13, and then I is equal to 13, and plus 1, 14, plus 1, 15, plus 1, 16. And then it reaches the end of the loop, the while loop, and then it prints end of code. And that's what we've done so far with Python.